Good evening and a warm welcome to India Today. I'm Paulami Saha. Here are the headlines we're tracking at the top of the hour. Horrific incident of a 17-year-old's alleged rape in Hyderabad has sent shockwaves. 3 among the 5 accused have been arrested. State BJP Chief Bandi Sanjay writes to Chief Minister KCR, demands a CBI probe. The Mandir Masjid controversy peaks in Karnataka. Massive protests by Hindu outfits VHP and Bajrang Dal erupted in Srirangapatna, Karnataka, with the Hindu outfits chanting the Chalisa. Section 144 imposed and massive security deployment on ground. Singer Moosewala's parents meet Union Home Minister Amit Shah in Chandigarh. Rubbishes all speculations. The father of joining politics says his son's fire has not yet cooled down and it hurts when such discussions happen. Hindu seers now wade into the Varanasi Gyanvapi dispute. A disciple of Shankaracharya Swami Swarupanand Saraswati is on a hunger strike after he was put under house arrest for offering prayers at a claimed shivling in Gyanvapi. Heavy security deployed in Gyanvapi. Massive war of words between AAP's Manish Sisodia and Assam Chief Minister. Sisodia levels corruption charges against Himanta Biswa Sarma. Assam Chief Minister threatens Sisodia with criminal defamation. Massive fire in a Hapur chemical factory in UP kills 9 workers and injures several others. Chief Minister Yogi orders probe over the accident. Prime Minister condoles the loss of lives. We're starting out with exclusive images that India Today has access to the Hyderabad accused. The first image there on your screens right now of the 18-year-old who allegedly raped a minor girl, a 17-year-old girl. All 5 accused have been identified, but only 3 have been arrested. Saduddin Malik accused of raping the Hyderabad minor. He is under custody at the moment. That is the exclusive image that India Today has accessed of the 18-year-old who has been, in fact, alleged of having committed a heinous crime. Exclusive images of the Hyderabad accused. The first image of the 18-year-old who allegedly raped a minor. All 5 accused identified, but only 3 arrested. Saduddin Malik accused of raping the Hyderabad minor. Those images on your screens right now. And the alleged rape of a 17-year-old girl, in fact, in Hyderabad has sent shockwaves across the country. Telangana BJP Chief Bandi Sanjay Kumar has written to Chief Minister KCR and demanded a CBI probe in the matter. In fact, the BJP released images of the accused as well. It has, of course, blown out into a controversy in Hyderabad, while 2 of the accused of the 5 still remain at large. The alleged rape of a 17-year-old girl in Hyderabad has sent shockwaves across the country. The matter has sparked a massive political storm, with the BJP and Congress hitting the streets. The Bharatiya Janata Yuva Morcha, the student wing of the BJP, protested at the Gandhi statue in Purnapul. A BJP delegation headed by MLC Ramchandra Rao met the DGP and requested to transfer the case to CBI. Telangana BJP Chief Bandi Sanjay Kumar has written to Chief Minister K. Chandrasekhar Rao and demanded a CBI probe in the matter. He accused the government and the police of acting in favour of the accused. The BJP also released pictures of the alleged accused.
One more allegation what he said is whatever the allegations made by the MLA are false, no MLA son is involved. This is not fair on the part of the police. That is the reason why we have to open the evidence to the public.
The Youth Congress staged a protest outside the DGP office and demanded the resignation of Telangana Minister K.T. Ramarao. Congress leader Renuka Chaudhary has demanded a probe by a central agency.
How are we to have any confidence in this government? We do not have any confidence in this government. We do not have, the lower police sections have all been corrupted absolutely. And these are high profile, they're ruling government ministers whose children are involved and central agencies. The Supreme Court should suo moto take cognizance of this, that there's a government failure here.
The National Commission for Protection of Child Rights has also stepped in.
इसकी एक पूरी डिटेल्ड एक्शन टेकन रिपोर्ट मंगाएंगे। इसमें कई पहलू हैं जिन पे जांच होना चाहिए, जैसे कैसे पब ने नाबालिगों को अलाउ किया, कैसे उनको नशेली चीज़ों का सेवन करने दिया गया। निश्चित रूप से इसमें जो लोग भी दोषी हैं उनको सजा मिलना सुनिश्चित हो, ये तय करने का काम आयोग करेगा।
Telangana Home Minister Mahmood Ali, who is under fire, has broken his silence.
कंप्लेन लेने के बाद जैसा पहले कंप्लेन आया उसके बाद दूसरी तरह एक्शन लिया, सेकंड कंप्लेन के बाद दूसरी तरह एक्शन लिया जा रहा। इसमें कहीं कोताही नहीं हो रही और तेलंगाना की पुलिस बगैर किसी प्रेशर के काम करने वाली है तो तेलंगाना पुलिस है। जो भी जिसके अंदर जो भी खाती करार जाते हैं पुलिस कभी भी उन्हें छोड़ती नहीं है।
The police have identified 5 accused in the case, out of which 3 are minors. 3 of the suspects have been arrested so far. The delay in making arrests has led to fears of a cover-up. With Ashish in Hyderabad, Bureau Report, India Today. Joining me this evening are Mohammed Shakil Amir, who is an MLA of the TRS party, Krishna Sagar Rao of the Bharatiya Janata Party spokesperson, and Divya Reddy Sala, who is an activist. Thank you so much to all of you for joining us. Mr. Amir, I'll come across to you first straight away. My question is there an attempt that is being made to cover up the details of this case and shield some of the accused because they are linked to high-profile persons and influential persons?
No, not at all, Madam. First of all, I strongly condemn this act. The way it has happened, it's a very shameful and painful act. It shouldn't happen to anyone in this country or around the globe. And apart from it, the police, even the girl, she did not reveal anything until 2 days to their parents. After she revealed to her parents, the father of the girl approached the Telangana police, Hyderabad police, and immediately police came into action. And only she has provided a name of one guy as per my information. But police has collected technical evidences. Police has done their job very nicely. Immediately, they investigated.
Are you sure, Mr. Amir, I'll just like to interject over there and ask you, are you sure the police acted immediately? Because yes, the father came forward after the incident happened on Saturday, came forward on Wednesday. A case of outrage to modesty was lodged, and Thursday she, in the presence of some of the lady counselling workers, she revealed exactly what happened. Yes, exactly. Then a case of gang rape was registered. But Friday, until it was the opposition that protested, until there was media pressure, there were absolutely no arrests made. Even if she had identified one person, why wasn't that one person arrested immediately, sir?
He was being arrested immediately. Police were, see, once you give the complaint, police have done their job. They have investigated from all the angles. They have collected technical evidence.
But your Home Minister says that we are moving cautiously. The police is moving cautiously because there are minors involved. There are minors involved, but they are criminals, aren't they, sir?
Yes, they are. They are. I'm not saying minors involved. Whoever does a crime, doesn't matter if he's a minor. He is involved in the crime and he should be punished as per the law, and stringent action should be taken against all these accused. The police is not lagging behind for anything.
Okay, the police is not lagging behind. Mr. Krishna Sagar Rao, would you like to come in on that? The police is not lagging behind, he says.
If the police was not lagging behind, there was no reason for Bharatiya Janata Party to put pressure on the government. If police was doing what it was supposed to be doing as per the standard operating procedure in these kind of cases which are high profile and also a gang rape kind of a case, it is essential as per the SOP that the immediate arrests are made.
Why, in your opinion, Mr. Rao, was the police lagging behind? Why do you say that?
This is the outcome, direct outcome of political appeasement, minority appeasement by KCR. There is nothing which is hidden here. Everything is out in the open. If it were to be government allowing the police to do its job in one day, Telangana police would have put all the 5 guys into remand. It didn't happen. It's not because of the inefficiency of the police. Police hands are tied down.
Okay, police's hands are tied down. That's a very serious charge,
Police
Mr. Amer, that he's making. He's saying that this is minority appeasement by the TRS government.
Let the police come out on paper. Let the police come out with the case diary. Let the police investigate the matter. And why you are trying to influence like...
Are you certain, Mr. Amer, that the police is not shielding anyone in this case?
Nothing.
Where is the Innova? Where is the Innova Krishna car which was used for the crime, sir? Where is the son, the TRS leader who owns that car, sir?
Police cannot put everything in front of people right away unless they collect the proper evidences. So that the people cannot tamper the evidence once it is leaked to the media or the other people. They are doing their job. Let them come out before the judiciary. Let them present their case diary. Let them present everything, whatever they did, the investigation. Then we can talk. It is too early to say anything about it, madam.
Is it too early, sir? Is it too early to ask these questions?
No. What I am saying,
have 2 questions for Mr. Omer.
Police has to do a proper investigation. They cannot get influenced by the media reports or any other political party.
But the charge is that they're getting influenced by the political party in charge. Mr. Rao, you wanted to come in.
I'm
just asking, Mr. Omer.
In my view, the police are doing a very transparent investigation. How can they question that until they let them come out on paper, on record? Let them come out on record.
Amir, if you let me.
They are writing what has happened actually. Nobody knows. Only assumptions are made everywhere. Let them come out on the paper. Let the police
Mr. Amir, let me also ask you. I think, you're defending the indefensible. It is very clear. But I don't know why you're defending police.
I am not defending any of them. No, I request the government to hang the accused.
Why are you so rattled?
I request the government to hang the accused.
Why are you so rattled? I want to ask you 2 questions. If the car is impounded...
Mr. Amit, just hold on. Mr. Amit, just hold on. Let him ask the 2 questions that he wants to ask. Just hold on for a second.
I don't care.
The public needs to know this. See, the father has given, as per our reports, the father has given all the 5 names. And then the car was impounded. When the car is impounded, they know who the owner of the car is.
The father hasn't given the 5 names. The father hasn't given 5 names.
So why did he take 3 days?
The father hasn't given 5 names.
Arrest these 5
Only
people.
1 name was revealed.
Why did it take 3 days?
The other names were collected by the police.
To arrest these 5 animals. No, now why are you defending this?
Okay, let me get in Divya Reddy Sala into this debate. Let me get in Divya Reddy Sala into this debate. Divya, do you think the police is moving slowly? Yes, it took some time for the family to come forward and register the complaint. It took some time, another day, before the girl was counselled and she could actually reveal the horrific details of the sexual assault that took place. It took some time, but as far as the police's action is concerned, subsequently, do you believe that the police has been lacking, or do you believe that this case has to be treaded upon cautiously because it involves minors?
Follow me, I would just want to put in my thoughts and without any interruption if...
Sure, go ahead.
See, firstly, we all know that she is a minor and a couple of boys who were unnamed were also minors. I don't even know if names were not registered or names did not come out. How do we even know that they're minors? And they were allowed into pubs. That in itself is my first red flag out there. And as far as rape cases are concerned, there are almost about 2,382 rape cases which are pending in the Telangana state courts. And I think it's high time that we all must agree that there should be some special, fast-track courts that should be established in such cases where, even at a district level, because these cases must be effectively disposed at the earliest. And we've already had another case, which was Dr. Disha's case, which also happened in the outskirts, and I don't know what we have learned from that. And the identity of the rape victims, I mean, I'm so sorry to say, but I've been receiving some atrocious videos and pictures of the rape victim, and she must be protected according to IPC 228A. So I don't know in this particular scenario if the police or the establishment or anybody who's the concerned authority is doing their job right, and it is going to require that amount of time, but then you have to also preserve what needs to be preserved, like her identity needs to be preserved. The cases should have been registered earlier, and why is a clean sheet already given without any complete investigation? So these are the questions that I have as a civilian who's worried for my city.
Absolutely, absolutely, and very valid sort of concerns that you're raising over there. Mr. Omer, would you like to come in on that to add to what Divya in fact said as well? One more thing, one more point, sir. Why hasn't the victim's statement under Section 144 of the IPC, Section 164 of the IPC been recorded yet?
See, one thing, madam, I agree with Divya, madam. What she is saying is totally correct. The government should form fast-track courts to dispose of these cases at the earliest, first thing. And secondly, a recording of statement is in 164 before the magistrate is the responsibility of investigation officer, and they are trying to do that because the mental balance of the girl is not, up to the mark, and they are waiting for her to be, little bit. They are just trying to console her with everything. When she is comfortable, it will be done very soon. You have to give time to the investigation officers, and I want the accused to be hanged. I am not in favor of any of the accused. This is a very heinous act, and it has to be condemned by everyone, every society, every person of this society. And secondly, the police we should give ample time to police to investigate the matter in a proper way. It's not with the media trials or anything, somebody who did not do anything should also not be punished. We should let them investigate thoroughly and let them come out on paper what I was telling you before. Let them present before the court their report what police wanted to say. Let them come on paper.
Okay, Mr. Rao, would you like to come in on that? The allegation is that the police cannot act as per a media trial. It cannot act as per a media trial, and we should not push the police. There shouldn't be any haste because innocence could unfortunately be implicated then.
Yes, madam, yes.
In these kind of cases,
just a second, let Mr. Rao respond. I in fact repeated your arguments and I've put that question to Mr. Rao.
Yeah, it's quite confusing and also unsettling to listen to what Mr. Omer is talking. I think he's only trying to give a framework of operation and not citing the case on hand. The case on hand clearly states that there are known people who have done this crime. So this is not that unknown people who have committed a crime and fled. So the police is taking time to investigate. This is a sad scenario that a young girl, underage girl, has been raped by people she knew, and for 2.5 hours in a car. It's a gang rape, and there are two majors in that. Now, either the majors' names have not come out, the 3 minors are not been arrested completely. Now, the entire case is still open without any press conference clearly stating what action police has taken, but the police is already giving clean chits. Now, what is Mr. Omer talking about transparency here?
And it almost seems, Mr. Omer, that the police actually held a press conference, arrested the accused after Mr. KTR tweeted about it.
Follow me. This is an open case of interference of the government in a police criminal investigation.
Okay,
it's a high-profile
let
case.
Mr. Omer respond to that. That's a serious charge. The government is interfering in the investigation.
That. One thing, you have not proper knowledge of the case. You are saying no minor is arrested. You are wrong here. There is a minor already arrested.
Where are the names? Mr. Omer, don't fool yourself and fool people here. I don't know why you are trying to defend.
You are MLAs
are you a spokesperson of the DRS?
When you go to the UP, Kuldeep Senegal did,
what are you trying to defend?
It's a shameful act all over the world. People were watching that act of Unnao rape case.
Who are you defending?
Nobody is shielding anyone. Nobody is
but why are you defending? Who are you defending? What are you representing? Are you representing Telangana police? Are you representing, are you official representative of DRS?
You should ask
for the justice. And why are you defending this?
The government.
Okay, let Divya come in over here. Divya, one of the statements which definitely stood out for me and it seemed extremely shocking is when the Home Minister today broke his silence, Mr. Mahmood Ali. He says that advanced culture hai, crimes hote hain.
Follow me, we are living in times and generations that are changing, and we are changing with times. I will not disagree that we are not moving fast with times, but that's what is the generation gap that we discussed, right? So crime cannot be correlated to generation. That is, I genuinely feel that the younger generations are so much more smarter than us, or they're so much more efficient than us. They're so much more ahead of us in so many other things as well. So crime cannot be correlated to it. I think it's fairly to do with the fact that there is no capital punishment and that is not taught to the younger generations, and they have not seen it. They have not witnessed a single capital punishment in such cases. And I think that is also giving them an encouragement to use the loopholes in the system, which is very unfortunate.
Okay. Mr. Omer, just closing comments both from Mr. Omer and Mr. Rao. Mr. Omer, can you assure everyone who's watching, those specifically watching in Hyderabad who are of course concerned after this incident has come to light, that justice will be delivered and no one will be spared, sir, however influential they are?
See, only my view is the government of India should amend the law, and they should punish the juveniles also who are involved in these kind of crimes. The law should be changed from the government of India, and it has to be amended in the parliament, and even the juveniles should be punished and they should be given capital punishment. That is my personal opinion. And the police should investigate the matter transparently, without any pressures, without any political interference. And the accused and the convicts who did this heinous act should be hanged. And I request my Honorable Chief Minister to form special courts to, immediately expedite these cases and get the justice to the victim. And we can do it in 90 days also. You can form a special courts, and in 90 days also the judiciary can close the trials. And this has to be taken.
Okay, so that is the request that's going out from you as an MLA to your Chief Minister. Mr. Rao, would you like to make some closing arguments? Are you assured by the arguments which have been made?
I request my Honorable CM
Mr. Omer, we heard you. Closing arguments from Mr. Rao. Closing comments, sir.
It is quite unfortunate that it has come to what it has come to. This should have been actual smooth criminal investigation, because all evidence is present. There is circumstantial evidence. There is a complaint with names, and it should have gone to the court, and it should have gone to a natural trial process. Unfortunately, the young girl is now at the receiving end, despite she going through what kind of hell she has gone through.
Absolutely, absolutely. We just hope at the end of the day justice is delivered to her. She's gone through the ordeal. We can't do anything to change, unfortunately, what has happened to her. She is quite traumatized, is what I believe. My colleagues are reporting from the ground in Hyderabad, but we do believe that justice is eventually delivered, and that brings her some amount of peace. Mr. Rao, Divya and Mr. Omer, thank you so much for joining us this evening.